Hi everybody, welcome back to Watch Time. Today we're going to be looking at this piece here, this Hermes piece. First of all, this watch actually belongs to me, so that's going to create a natural bias because I really like this piece. But I'll try and be objective as possible because today the discussion is partly are Hermes a credible watch brand, and secondly, are they worth the price? Because I'll be honest with you, you all know this too, these watches are expensive. Now, I got this piece secondhand, so I didn't pay the retail price, which certainly helped the purchase along. But I'm going to show you what you actually get today. And I'll give you my verdict, and then it's really up to you. So I'll take the piece to one side for a second. And I'm going to show you the packaging, because we all know that the packaging influences the way we feel about the product. If you get I've heard a lot of people criticize the Grand Seiko pieces because although the watch is absolutely exquisite and there's no doubt about that, the packaging is slightly lackluster. It's they seem to use a cheap sort of cushion. It's very plasticky, cardboardish box from what I've witnessed and what people have mentioned. So I think it is important that I cover this bit. So I'll put the piece over here for now and let's have a look here. So it comes in the bright orange Hermes box, which is pretty much the main and signature color of the Hermes brand. So that's always good. We then have this, I'm not sure if it is microfiber or not, but it's completely unbranded. It's just a very functional cloth which covers the top of the box. We then have this here. Now, I must tell you that this is the most exquisite watch box I've ever seen. Without being an expert in materials or the manufacturing process, this absolutely beats any product box I've ever seen. I know somebody, a very close relative of mine, had a Patek Philippe Nautilus, and the packaging that came in was not as good as this. It was close, but it wasn't even as good as this. So you have here the leather tab, Hermes being most famous for its leather products. And it's a drawer. And inside of this suede cloth, you get the watch presenters here. And the cushion itself, yeah, high quality, but nothing to really go on about. I've just noticed here there's a pull tab here which I haven't actually looked at before. What is under here? Nothing, it's just a blank space. Okay, again, exquisite quality for a box. I'm sure the customer would have been happy with much less than this, and that is what you get with brands like this. The product goes that extra 10% throughout. The brand which this company most competes with, in my humble opinion, is Cartier. I've had a Cartier tank, I've had two, and the box was nowhere near as good as this. I'm not sure where this box is made. How much it matters, I'm not sure. But I do know that the Cartier boxes are made in Thailand. This does not have a mass-produced feel about it whatsoever. I'm not criticising the watches from Cartier because obviously they're incredible, but this definitely feels the step above. And I must tell you, I love Cartier. I don't want you to think this is a video about dissing Cartier for any reason. It's just the most comparable brand. So I'm going to put this back in and we're going to have a look at the watch itself. Now, the piece that I have is the Galop de Hermes. So those of you who are more used to this brand will know that Hermes is really a brand it's like an equestrian sort of thing. Very, very posh horse riding people. It kind of creating leather products and that sort of thing originally for that sort of client. But I'm sure if you go on and have a look on their website, you'll be able to see the vast array of products they make now. Similar really to the Louis Vuitton story, have very high-end products like that. Also French, of course, as you can see, Paris. Now, the piece itself, I'll just try and get it into focus there, because it's pretty exquisite, I must tell you. Yeah, there we go, that's a bit better. So you can see there, it has like people often refer to this as like the snowflake dial on the Seiko. It's a similar thing. It's like a very sort of intricately patterned sort of dial for the Arabic numerals on the outside. Then the inside is superbly clear. You have the Hermes logo at the top, Swiss made at the bottom, and most notably and sort of interesting about this watch is the crown is at the bottom and it operates between the lugs here. So it's a very unique design. It's very unique. Is it tonneau shaped? Partly, I suppose. So the dial is very basic, classic, timeless, beautifully made. It's like looking at a super HD picture. It's just so sharp. And that really is what you would expect for a product this price. And you're getting it. There's no criticism to be made. You can also get one with diamonds around it, which, yeah, I know diamonds aren't typically a man sort of thing, but it looks amazing as well. But it adds thousands onto the price, as you would expect. So on the back you have, I'm going to try and cover the serial number because everybody does this for some reason. You have the Hermes logo. It's very fancy, it's very nice, it's expertly lasered, or however they do it. It looks amazing. And you have Swiss made and a few other details, but again, it's very basic. It's a screw down back as well, extra quality. So absolutely no criticism there. Stainless steel construction, super well finished, as you can see. I mean, this watch is a few years old now. I got it used, as I said before, and it's still very pristine and nice. Obviously a very high quality of stainless steel, and it has the sapphire crystal as you'd expect as well. So all of those boxes ticked for longevity. Now, Hermes, as I mentioned before, probably most famous for their leather products, so you should expect a very high quality leather bracelet. And that is exactly what you're getting here. You're getting a two-piece buckle strap, and it's branded with the Hermes insignia there. This one, this is a unisex watch really. It's 40mm, but it's mostly worn by women. So when you buy the strap, if you're a bigger size bloke, you tend to need a really big strap. So the person I bought this off has a huge wrist, so they needed a strap where it was really long basically. So these two holes which have been punched up here, that's so it fits my wrist. So you can see how big this person was. But again, I always thought this watch looked incredible on them as well, which is why I always said, if you ever sell that watch, I will be the one who buys it. One of the slight criticisms I do have of this piece is that because Hermes is a leather brand as much as anything, they've made it very difficult to replace this strap. You can see here that you have it's a screw-in piece at the top, and then it's on a spring bar here. So that means that you can't just go and put any third-party one on it unless you find one for sale, especially for this watch. And that is one of the criticisms I do have. You have to get it done by Hermes. That obviously it's very important to them that you keep the high-end leather that they want on it. And we kind of come to the verdict here, everyone. I don't want to go on for too long. These are my thoughts. This watch retails for a lot of money. From what I remember, it's somewhere under £3,000. Now, for the same money, you can get amazing watches. That is so true. You can get a Tudor Black Bay, you can get all sorts. However, if you're looking for a dress watch in the French style, you either have this. Well, yes, of course, there will be more, but typically you'll either have this or the Cartier Tank as the two options. And given the price and the quality difference of the packaging, and the fact now that Cartier are also starting to put plastic leather on watches too, I really would side with this. This is much more of a unique product. Again, the Cartier Tank is one of my most favourite watch designs ever, along with many other collectors, but I do think for the price, you're going to get something more special with this product. And it seems to me that Hermes are really, over the last 5-6 years, they've always made nice watches, but now they're really going for it now. And I think we're going to see that more and more as time goes on. And that's why I wanted to make this video, out of respect for them, the amount of effort that they're putting into these watches now. So that's my thought. If you can get it at the price you want, these are great. It doesn't feel like a fashion watch, although technically, of course, it is. It feels like a super high-end Swiss watch. So that's my thoughts on it. Please let me know what you think below, and I will see you next time.